Hello cherry lovers, I'm back with another really great recipe. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my strawberry cream cheese muffins. Great recipe, so stick around. Okay, let's begin with the ingredients for this wonderful recipe. Right here we have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And we're going to use 1 1/4 cups of sugar and also 3 tablespoons of sugar divided, 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 6 tablespoons of chilled butter cut into pieces, as you can see right here. Also, we got 1 1/2 cups of chopped strawberries, 1 cup of buttermilk plus 2 tablespoons of buttermilk, 1 egg, and then we have 3 ounces of cream cheese chopped into 12 small pieces. It's 12 pieces because this recipe calls for 12 muffins. It's for 12 muffins. So the first thing we're going to do is start the oven, put it on bake. We want to turn it to 400 and press start. And the next thing we're going to do is come over here. You have your muffin tin. We're going to put 12 paper muffin cups in there, or if you want, you can just spray your muffin tin with some non-stick spray and get that all prepared for the oven. And then we're going to start putting the ingredients together. Okay guys, I've added in the flour, sugar, baking soda, and baking powder. Mix that up well. And now I'm going to add in the chopped butter. And I'm going to use my pastry brush to kind of mix that up to get it into a nice crumbly texture. One thing you want to remember with this recipe as you're mixing it, to not over mix it. I will not be using a blender. I will be using my hand. Even though I've got my KitchenAid bowl, I will not be using the blender part of it. So we just want to kind of grind up the butter into the flour till it's nice and crumbly. That'll take a couple of minutes. So I'm going to finish grinding this up and I will see you shortly. Okay, we've got that nice and crumbled. Now we're going to add in the strawberries and mix that up. We don't want to overmix. I can't say that enough. You don't want to overmix it. I'm not using a blender, as you can see. I'm using my KitchenAid bowl that I'm going to pour this into, but I will not be using the blender part of it. So you just stir those strawberries up. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do is add the egg into our buttermilk and whisk it till that's thoroughly mixed. That takes probably no more than about 30 seconds. Just whisk that up really good. And then we're going to gently stir the egg mixture and the buttermilk into this flour mixture. Now remember, can't say this enough, do not over mix. Gently stir that, mixing that up. Doesn't take very long. Just until combined. Once that combines, it's still going to be lumpy, but just make sure you don't see any flour white parts. Just make sure everything is completely covered. Okay. All right. The next thing we're going to do is evenly as possible put this into our baking cups. Okay, guys. Now we're going to commence to try and get this batter in the cups without making a supreme mess. And I said I was going to use my KitchenAid bowl, but of course you can see I did not use my KitchenAid bowl because I didn't want to over mix the batter as I was transporting it. So we're just going to try and fill these cups up. Almost, but not completely to the top. Just before you get to the top. And once we get done filling them, we're going to pop them in that preheated 400-degree oven. And we're going to let them cook just until brown, about 20 to 25 minutes. So just keep your eye on them after 20 minutes. And we're going to see if we can fill that just to the top. And we got a little bit left. Put some more there. A little more there. Now the next part of this recipe is the part that I think makes it taste the most delicious. Okay, here we're going to dip each cube of cream cheese into the sugar. That's what the sugar is for. And then we're going to lay it right in the top. Press that down. Don't submerge it, just press it down where it looks even, just like that. And we're going to do each piece of cream cheese the same way. Now, one thing I need to mention, I had told you that we needed that extra 2 tablespoons of buttermilk, but I forgot that I had already added into the cup. So that 1 cup will be sufficient because I had already put it in there. So what we're doing again here is dipping each cube of cream cheese into the sugar, coating it, and then pressing it into the muffin mix. Remember, do not submerge it. Do not cover up the cream cheese cube. Just press it down evenly. Like so. This is a really, really delicious recipe. You can have it for breakfast. You can have it for your snack. You can have it with coffee. Yes. Make sure if you like this video, make sure you like it and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. And we have one more, and then we're done. Okay. Okay, now we're going to sprinkle on the top of each muffin a little bit of sugar on each muffin. Try not to get it on your pan because you will smell it while it's cooking. All right, sprinkle that sugar on top of the muffin. Or if you don't want the sugar sprinkled on the top of the muffin, you don't have to do that either. You can leave that out. Okay. All right, I think that looks sufficient. Okay, now we're going to take this and pop it into the oven. Again, it's going to 20 to 25 minutes. Check it after 20, just to make sure. There we go. And we're going to set the timer for 20 minutes. And I'll come back and I'll check it after 20 minutes and we'll see if they're ready. So stay tuned. Okay, guys, I've removed the muffins from the oven. Now, what I like to do with these muffins is I take a little bit of butter and split it open, which is, you can see that I did that. Put the butter down in there. I let them cool a little bit because they were really hot. I just want you to see this. Can you see that? Mmm. So delicious. Now, remember, 20 to 25 minutes. This was more like 25 minutes. Let them cool for 10 minutes and you've got a great snack. Strawberry cream cheese muffins. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.